welcome back to my channel. And so for today's video, I decided that I was going to do a first impressions slash how to contour, contour tutorial, something like that. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call it as of right now, but I did purchase this e.l.f. contour palette about 3 weeks ago, I want to say, and I have not tried it yet. I have swatched it and so far so good, but I haven't actually tried any of the shades on my face. So I thought that this would be a good video to do because it is a first impression, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup really quickly and then we're gonna try it out. Okay, so now that I have all of my face on, eye makeup, foundation, everything, now it's time to go in with the contour palette. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is, so these shades are not labeled, so I'm gonna take the banana-y looking powder. Like, this is the lightest, which is more of like a white, and then this is the banana one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the Real Techniques Duo Fiber contour brush, and it looks like this. It's not too big, so I'm just gonna take that and go ahead and dab it into the banana powder, and then this we're just gonna put underneath our eyes, and this is gonna help brighten and keep everything under our eyes from creasing. And so far so good. I can definitely tell that it's brightened up my under eye. I don't know how great it's gonna show up on camera because my camera is not the best, but if you guys can tell a difference, I feel like underneath here it already looks a lot brighter than it does on this side. So now we're gonna just do it on this side. And it really does make it a lot more matte. I'm gonna try to zoom in. But so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in a couple other spots, like down the bridge of my nose and onto my forehead a little bit. And then on my chin. Just in a few spots, so far so good. I am actually really happy with how much I feel like it's really brightened up my face already. Alright, so after that, so these two bottom shades are, I guess, the two main contour shades. I'm going to take the darker one first. And what I do for my bronzer, if I can find it, is I actually take this brush. It's just like a, I don't know how to describe this. It's a brush like this. It came in the Tarte Hoola, not Tarte, oh my goodness, the Benefit Hoola bronzer. So I just take this brush because it creates more of a straight line. Any brush or thing like that that you have that looks similar to this, I would use that to create more of a line. So we're just gonna go ahead and dab that into the brown one. And I do create a harsh line. A good way to find your cheekbone if it's not as like defined, the fishy face. That helps a lot. So you just want to find, when you're contouring, it would be better to pull it up more than to drop it down. Dropping it down will make your face look more tired. At least pushing it up will make it look like you have higher cheekbones, things like that. So if you're not sure, it would be better to go higher than to go lower. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a line right there. Alright, so it's showing up really intense on camera. It honestly does not even look like that. Holy crap. In person, but that's basically the idea. You just want to create some defined lines on both sides. Alright, and then other spots that I do it is I like to do it right here, going out on my chin. And then a little bit right here to give the illusion that you have a slimmer face. Honestly, for this part right here, and even the chin part, because you don't want it as defined as your actual contour, I would probably use the lighter shade. I just thought about that now. And then you want to do some along the tops of your forehead right here, and then kind of bring it down. if you have a bigger forehead, which I do. If you don't, you might still just want to warm it up around your hairline. So you just want to do it here and then kind of drag it down a little bit. And then do that on the other side. You don't want to have it too dramatic up here, but just do it there. And then what I do is a little circle by my temples, because again, making your face look slimmer. And then the last spot we're gonna put it is, I take another Real Techniques. This is a duo fiber eye brush. It looks like this, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's bigger than a crease brush. So I just take this brush and I'm gonna put it in the lighter shade. And then you just want to contour out your nose. I kind of start up here and then go down. I don't know if you guys can really see that, how well it's turning up on camera, but we're just going to go ahead and do that. Also, I like to do a little bit underneath my lip, because when you put on lipstick, which I already put on some lip gloss, it'll give it the illusion of like a bigger, fuller bottom lip. So I do that. And then, so to get rid of these crazy lines, because these are not cute, I go in with the same Techniques brush that I did for the under eye. So I'm gonna wipe that off. And then I use that to just blend it out. And then it's still coming up really intense looking on camera. I don't know why, because honestly in person it does not look that crazy. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that on both sides. And again, you want to push up more than you do down. And then for these, just go ahead and blend them out. And then down here. So when I did contour out down here, you don't want it to just sit underneath the jawline. You kind of want it on your jawline, because if you just do it underneath, it is going to give a shadow, but it's not going to really make it, it's not going to help slim your face down. So then we're just blending everything out. Up here we basically already blended, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. So, alright, so you can already tell how much more contoured my cheekbones are, things like that. I'm not sure how well the nose contour is showing up, but so far so good. I actually really do like this so far as contouring. Maybe for bronzing up, if you want to add more of like a bronzy glow, you might want to use like another actual bronzer. This is more for contouring purposes, so I'm just going to add a little bit of my Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer over top, and I'm just going to do a little bit on my thing, and then just kind of do it like that, because I just want to add a little bit. To kind of glow up the face a little bit. So, alright, so now the last thing that they have in this palette is like a white type shade. This is what it looks like, and I'm guessing that this is more of like a highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this for what I usually use when I contour. Since this is the first impressions that I haven't used this palette before, I use my just regular highlighter, which this is by Becca, and it is in the shade Opal. So I do usually use this. However, I'm going to be using this one today. So what I normally use for this is this brush. It is Luxie 504 large angled brush. So it just looks like this. And sometimes I'll use it like this, and then sometimes I'll just use this top part to kind of contour. So what I do is I'm just going to take the top part like that, and then we're just going to do it right along the tops of the cheekbones. You don't want to bring it down, you want to do it right on the tops. Okay, I'm sorry guys, but this is showing up like 1,000 times more dramatic, I guess it is on camera, than what it looks like in person. But So I also drag it a little bit just on here so when you smile you get that glow. And then just gonna go ahead and do that onto the other side. And then I'm not gonna add any additional product, but I will put it up here. I will just kind of dab it to make the eyebrows look like they're higher up, and then just to kind of blend it all. Also, I will do a little bit down the bridge of my nose, right on the tip, and then right up here on your Cupid stick bow. And yeah, so that's it. I don't know why it's showing up, like I said, a lot more dramatic on the camera, but I honestly do like it. I don't think it looks cakey at all, and honestly this thing was, I want to say $3-4, $5 max, because all their stuff is only $5 max, and I say it is totally worth the purchase. You get 4 different types of contour shades all in one. The only thing that I would add would be a blush, and I would add it right along here, kind of in between the highlight and the contour. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of that just to show you guys my whole contour process. So I'm just taking this coral colored blush, and I just do it with this brush, which looks disgusting, so excuse that. It's like gross, but this I think I bought from like Essie in like the dollar section at Ulta. So I'm not too picky with blush brushes. I just kind of dab that, and then just put, like I said, a little bit in between the contour and the highlight to give just a little bit more color. I personally do not like doing a lot of blush because it can make you look like you have a fever, and I'm not really into that, so I tend to have a very light hand with blush. But so as far as the review goes, I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna, of course, go back and watch this video and let you guys know, sorry I'm like moving around, in the comment section down below and in the description bar, if it really did come out a lot more dramatic on camera than it did in person. But I think it looks really pretty. I think the highlight looks good. You can definitely see where the contour is, and like I said, this thing was like $5, so honestly, if you come across it, if you don't want to spend a ton of money on, like Hoola by Benefit, that's like $30, and honestly, like I'm probably going to be using this e.l.f. one a heck of a lot more because it's cheap and it looks good. So I might not check back in with you guys in like 2 hours or so to see how it's holding up, but I would definitely give this a thumbs up. Alright guys, well that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that it was helpful, teaching you guys how, like, this is just the basic way to contour. I could go in a lot more depth, but I really just wanted to kind of do the basic, cheekbones, nose. I do additional things like the chin and then the underneath the jawline type things that are additional. That's not like part of the basic contouring thing, but I do things like that. There's different ways that different people do it. That's just how I do it. So like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed and it was helpful. And as far as the first impressions go, I will totally be repurchasing this, and I totally recommend that you guys purchase this because, like I said, it comes, if I can open it. Oh my goodness. I got my nails done and now they're like really long, so doing things seems to be a lot more difficult. Alright, but they are pretty decent size. I mean, they're definitely going to last you a while, and it does come with a banana shade, highlight shade, and then 2 contour shades. I don't know if this palette comes in like a medium and a dark. I think it might just be one, but I definitely think that it would be great for a lot of different skin tones, and I have a pretty medium skin tone. I'm not super light, I'm not super dark. I'd say I'm pretty medium, and all the tones worked out really great on me. I honestly, like, that is a big yes, and I will totally be repurchasing and totally will recommend that to anyone who asks about it. So yeah, well, I had a lot of fun filming this, and I am super happy with how everything turned out, and hopefully you are as well. So if you did, make sure you give this a thumbs up and are subscribed to see, notifications when I post a new video, because I'm super excited for upcoming videos because it is spring finally, and then summer is gonna be here in another month, 2 months, and I have lots of plans, and I'm actually going to start vlogging in a few weeks. So make sure you're on the lookout for that, and if you want to stay even more updated, things like that, I will leave my Instagram and social media things, usernames, all that fun stuff, maybe right here somewhere or in the description bar. I don't know, you guys can find it somewhere, but yeah, so I guess that's it. I'm just in a good mood, and I'm glad that I got to talk to you guys, because I feel like I haven't filmed in forever because I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm just really busy, so hopefully you guys forgive me, but I will see you all in my next video. Also, I apologize for the sniffling throughout this entire video. I have a cold, so, my nose has been, like, gross and running for the past, 60 hours, something like that, so I apologize, but yeah, so we'll see you guys in my next video. Alright. Alright guys, well that is